how's it going? It is me, Megan, and I am back with another video. If you guys are new to my channel, I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark and a few other platforms, but mostly Poshmark, and here on YouTube, I like to make reseller content. I'll do unsold videos, I'll do unboxings, I'll do hauls, I'll do all that good stuff. So if that is something you guys are interested in, I do post multiple times a week, Sunday, Wednesday, and sometimes Fridays. So if that is something you guys are interested in, please make sure to like and subscribe, and that way you'll never miss one of my videos. I had a pretty good week this week with selling. I'll be going over what I sold last week, which is like the second, third week of January. And it was really good, so I'm really excited to share that with you guys. I also have a little bit of a Jomar update from a couple weeks ago. If you saw it, that really bad women's athletic box that I got, I just emailed the person back that was like, oh, because I was getting so many emails like, oh, sorry, your shipment is so late because it took over a month for them to send it, and I just emailed them back like, hey, I got the box, and I've gotten other boxes before that I really loved, the pre-owned boxes, and this is just a mess. And I explained all the different problems that all the different pieces had, and they're just like, oh, you could just send it back for a full refund. And I was just like, whatever, it's better than not. So I'm gonna send it back. Hopefully they give me a refund on shipping, because supposedly that's what they did for me the last time this happened. Last time they also gave me a coupon discount code. This time they didn't give me anything. So I pretty much spent $200 to wait like a month and a half to get my stuff, to get trash, to then have to send it back, and now pretty much wait to get my money back, because they're not gonna refund me until they process the box. They said last time that they were gonna do this and give me a refund. I'd sent the stuff back. It was like a month later, I realized they never refunded me anything, and I said, hey, are you gonna give me a refund? And they're like, oh, we just did. Like, they weren't until I said something. So I'm definitely gonna have to keep an eye on that. And then also, I went to go drop it off at USPS, because that's what I did last time, and they changed their thing, so you have to go to UPS. So now I have to go out of my way and find a UPS somewhere and drop it off. So yeah, I'm just annoyed and bothered and frustrated. I do have one Jomar box already coming, already coming in the mail. That's saying a lot. I already ordered one. It'll be here, who knows when, couple months maybe. I did order it 2-3 weeks ago, I'm not sure. It's their men's box. The last one actually did really well for me, and I'll do a little review of that. I'll post that probably this Friday, seeing whether or not it was worth it. If you guys have been watching my channel, I've been getting some not so good mystery boxes, so I'm hoping that one's good. I am totally cutting back on them. Well, I say that now, we'll see what happens. I feel like I say that every time I get a mystery box, but I'm also supposed to get a shoe rescue box from ThredUP. It was supposed to get here yesterday. Supposed to get here tomorrow, because today is Sunday, so it's on the truck for delivery for tomorrow. So yeah, I'll do that, and I'll post that soon. I have a bins haul to share with you guys on Wednesday, and again, a Jomar box, was it worth it update on Friday. And yeah, I'm also thinking, I did ask you guys what kind of videos you guys would be interested in, and someone did mention sort of like a sit and sip, or pack and sip, I'm not quite sure what people call them, where I sort of like chat and pack up my stuff and just talk about what's going on with reselling and with me and with my business and my goals and stuff like that. So I do think that'll be interesting. I will film one and see how it goes. Believe it or not, I usually cut out a lot of this chit chat that I do on these videos. So I did have a really good week, especially with just like number of sales. It was funny because I have another part-time job, and my boss was sort of asking me like, oh, like how many packages do you think you bring to the post office every week? And I was like, oh, like on a good week, like 20 to 30. And then I counted these because they look like a lot, and there was like 23, and this was a good week for me. So I guess I don't actually sell as much as I think I do because I never really count the number of items as much as I count like the profit. But yeah, my first thing I sold last Sunday on the 10th was this Shein bandana top. I don't know if this is still trendy, but it definitely was a trend last summer, or especially on TikTok, where it's like you use like a silk scarf to make a like crop top sort of thing. And this was like an easy dupe for that, because it had like a neck piece and then you just tie it in the back, and it sort of gave the same look. I actually like selling Shein. It will not sell for very much, but it's very trendy and it sells very fast, and people sort of know it as a cheap brand. So when they're like, I want something cute but cheap, they'll search for Shein, because they know they have cheap trendy things and they're not trying to spend a lot, even secondhand. So I sold that for $8, and after fees I made $5.05 on Poshmark. Then I sold these Levi's 512 men's jeans. I think I got these at the bin jeans are in a denim rescue box. They sold for $15 and after fees I made $12. And then on Monday the 11th I had a very exciting sale. I sold this Emilio Pucci flower power dress. This came from my designer DIY box, the last one I got. One thing I did realize after looking up the photos for it, the model photos, well, two things. I thought it was a tunic, but it was a mini dress. And second, it was supposed to have pockets. So that's why the stitching was kind of strange on it. It wasn't bad stitching. I definitely think it was professionally done because I probably never would have guessed that someone removed the pockets, mostly because why would you want to remove pockets on a dress? That's like the best part of like a dress is if it has pockets. But yeah, I do think it's a more fitted dress. So if it did have pockets, it was probably looked a little bulky. And also it was a bit sheer and unlined. So you could probably see the pockets even if you were wearing like a slip underneath. So I'm sure someone had a reason, but I digress. I sold it for $144 on Poshmark, and after fees, I made $108.09, which covered the $90 cost of the designer DIY box. So everything else I sell from that box will be profit if it sells. I did well with two things this week, selling Lucky Brand, which never happens for me, and selling shoes, which I've mentioned before I'm terrible at. So I had a full price buy of these Lucky Brand leather peep toe booties. I couldn't read my handwriting for a second. Very cute, bigger size. I think they were 11 or a 12. Very, very cute. I'm surprised that they're selling now, but I guess this is definitely a good transitional shoe going from winter to spring. They sold full price for what I have them listed at, $60, and after fees I'll make $48. Then I sold these Ucraft climbing pants. This came from my Jomar men's box. These you could actually, I think, buy on Amazon, but I was expecting them to sell for a little bit more because on their website they are like new, they're like $60. But they sold for $25, which I'm totally fine with, and after fees I'll make $20. Then I sold this POL. I don't know if it's POL or Pole. I think it's a boutique-y brand. I got this red tunic top a while ago in a Jomar box, sold for $10, and after fees I made $7.05. Then I sold this J. Crew maxi linen dress, also that came from a Jomar box. This was a CPR 50-piece woman's box. It was a really, really gorgeous dress. It had a big stain on it, but luckily I was able to get it out. I actually sold this on ThredUP. I sent it to them and it sold for $65.60, and after fees I will make $32.28. Then on Tuesday the 12th I made a couple more Lucky Brand sales, which I have never sold anything Lucky Brand except for this week. Now I'm finally selling my Lucky Brand stuff. But I sold these Lucky Brand flared jeans. These I actually sent to ThredUP to sell because I can't sell Lucky Brand, and I got them reclaimed. I actually have like a tower of boxes right now in my living room of reclaims from ThredUP that I really have to go through. So I did use their photos. I listed them on my own. They sold for $25, and after fees I'll make $20 on Poshmark. And then I sold this Lucky Brand leather purse, which was from my 25-piece handbag ThredUP box that I did a while ago. Honestly, probably like at the end of summer last year. I had a few purses in there that I still haven't listed yet because they needed a little work and I was so lazy. But I actually really, really love like cleaning up leather purses that are not like totally messed up, because I have a totally messed up Madewell purse that I'm trying to just dye a different color and that is not going well. And you guys have asked me before how I clean my shoes, so I'll just mention really quickly how I clean my purses. I have different colored leather dye just from Kiwi. It's like the cheapest leather dye you can get, but it does the job for the most part. And I do my best to just match it. And this, I just dyed the whole thing. It was already a de-stressed leather, so I wasn't trying to like totally change anything, but there were some spots that I could clean up with the leather dye. And then afterwards, I just went over the whole thing with some Doc Martens Wonder Balm, which is like a leather conditioner. You can get any type probably, but that's the one that most resellers like to use anyway. It just shines the whole thing up, and it's just nice to moisturize your leathers because otherwise eventually they will crack. So yeah, that sold for $35 after I finally got it listed. It sold pretty quick within a couple of days. Then after fees I made $28. Then I sold these Topshop high-rise black jeans. These I got at the bins. Topshop jeans are like hit or miss. These took a while to sell, but they sold for $18, and after fees I made $12.28. Then on Wednesday the 13th, I sold these Gap stretchy jeans. I think I also got these at the bins. They sold for $20, and after fees, I made $16. I like selling Gap jeans. I don't love it, but especially if they're cute and like a trendy style, I will definitely pick them up if I see them for a low enough price. Then I sold this Reebok Chicago Kids Blackhawks jersey. I saw this at the bins. I picked it up because it reminded me of my fiance. His family's from Chicago and they're a Chicago team. It did have like quite a few stains on it, but I just like pictured them and put it up for sale anyway. It's a kid's jersey, so it's gonna get dirty, and they weren't like totally like apparent, the stains. It sold for $18, and after fees I made $12.28. Then I sold another Lucky Brand. I sold these Lucky Brand mules, which I bought the same day as those other Lucky Brand shoes I sold. They were the same size, 11 or 12, but this one to a different person. They got me down to $25, and I only paid, I think, $9.99 for them, which is pretty high, but I doubled my money and I made $20 after fees on Poshmark. Then I sold these Nuitag Aloe yoga pants. They're in the color Orchid. I got these during my Thrift Miss videos where I went to Nordstrom Rack and I spent a lot of money. But these were really cute. Amazing color. I did think they'd go for a little bit more. Comps were more around like 80, 90, and that's what I had mine listed at. But I wasn't getting too many offers. So I think I negotiated with this person and ended up selling them for $60. I did spend $24 on them. So after fees I made $48, and again doubled my money, so I was still happy with that. Then I sold these AEO distressed jeans. They're in a 12 short. These my mom actually picked out for me to resell when I was in Connecticut, and we went to Salvation Army together. I think I only spent like $4 or $5 on these jeans, which is great because my like Goodwills here would never sell jeans for that cheap. So shout out to my mom for picking these out. They sold pretty quickly for $25. I made $20 after fees on Poshmark. I do really well with like 12 short jeans or like 12 long jeans. For whatever reason, people do seem to like search them out, especially from American Eagle. And then I sold this vintage Christy and Jill blouse. This actually came from a mystery box I got from Carrie T Says, I think last summer as well. I've had so many likes and so much interest on this shirt, but like no one purchased it. Someone offered me $20 and I just accepted, and I made $16 after fees. And then on Thursday the 14th, I sold these Puma Kids sneakers. If you saw my other awful B&G trading box, shoe box, mystery box thing that I got, I made a sale from it. It was probably debatably the worst pair of shoes in the box. These Puma Kids sneakers, very, very dirty. I did not clean them up. I listed them as is, because again, they're kids shoes, they're gonna get dirty. And it wasn't like gross or awful or anything. I think I had them listed for $30. Someone offered me $20 and I accepted. And I made $16 after fees on Poshmark. So we're getting there with making up my money on that. And then I sold this Nike Dry Fit quarter zip. This, I think I also picked up at the bins. Either that or it came in some sort of men's mystery box. Sold for $15, and after fees I made $12. This is why I don't really pick up Nike, because you see it everywhere. And some pieces like you really could make a lot of money on, and then another piece that looks just like it isn't gonna sell for anything. So it's really hard to sort of differentiate between what's sought after with Nike and what isn't. At least for me, I'm not good at telling. Then I sold this Nike Pro Hyper Warm quarter zip, really cute, purple and orange. I actually just picked this up at the bins last week, not even last week, it hasn't even been a whole week yet. Sold for $26, and after fees I made $20.80. Then I sold something Michael Kors, which rarely happens, off of ThredUP. It was these Michael Kors leather boots. I was sending a bunch of 20% offers on Thursday, and on Friday I had one sale. So it didn't really work too well for me, but I did have one sale, and it was Michael Kors, so I'm very happy with that. These came from my first ThredUP shoe mystery box that again I got a while ago, but they sold for $48, and after fees I'll make $36.28, and I actually really love these Michael Kors like boots. I thought they were very cute. And then on Saturday the 16th, I sold these Fashion Nova biker shorts. This came from my Plato's mystery box. I feel like everything just comes out of mystery boxes for me. They were Fashion Nova biker shorts. They sold for $11, and after fees I'll make $8.05. The same thing goes for Fashion Nova as for Shein. They aren't big sales, but they do actually do very well for me, selling quickly. So if I see them at the bins and they're like trendy or cute, I will definitely pick them up. Then I sold these Sam Edelman boots, super cute Western Frenchy boots that I also fixed up a whole bunch with leather dye. They were very, very, very dry, very, very scratched. So again, I just took my kiwi leather dye, matched it as best I could, dyed the whole boot, and then went over with my Wonder Bomb, and it helped a lot. I did post a picture of it on my Instagram and I'll put that up. I will say if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know that I am terrible at using it, but I am going to try to be better with that in 2021. We shall see. And they sold for $54, and after fees, I made $41.08. And then I had a couple of ThredUP sales, these Old Navy jeans. These actually were purchased before, then returned, and now someone bought them again. So technically I'm supposed to get paid out immediately. It hasn't happened yet, but that should be the case. They sold for $19.20, and after fees, I will make $3.27. And then on ThredUP, I also had this new Attack Talbot's denim top. Very cute, found it at the bins. For whatever reason, I can find new Attack Talbot stuff at the bins quite often. This one sold for $57.60, and after fees, I will make $24.88. And then the last thing I sold this week was also from my bins trip that I just did last Wednesday. It was this Prana men's Ronnie button-up top. Comps are very consistent on these. Mine and pretty much all the other ones sold for like $30 flat. I do like to sell Prana. I think it's a great outdoorsy brand. It sold for $38, and after fees, I'll make $21.88. And then my gross total for this week was $859.40. After fees of $225.30, I net $634.10. So that was very exciting. I'm very happy that I got over $800 this week, at least gross. It just, yeah, a much better week than in the past. And yeah, I've been back posting a lot of new stuff. Again, I just have like the biggest death pile right now. I have all my ThredUP reclaims I have to go through. Let me know how your weeks have been, if it's been good, if it hasn't been picking up, or has it slowed down for you. I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you have a great time sourcing and selling, and I will see you all in Wednesday's video. Bye!